Yo, yo, what's up, family? It's Omar, and as always, I'm sending you love and peace. Hope you're doing well, beautiful people. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about why you have not been able to do the things you say you want to do. And I'm going to be teaching you one simple trick and tip on how you can instantly change your life, instantly improve your life for the better, and become the best version of yourself. So stick around to the end of this video, and I promise you will get something that can help and benefit you. And let's start off by liking the video because it does help get the video out there to more people. And even though I don't care about the likes, I do want to help as many people as possible. So please give the video a thumbs up. Now, first of all, let's start understanding the brain and why we're not able to do the things we say we want to do. Let's be honest, you know exactly what you need to do. You know exactly what you can improve on. You know exactly what you should be doing more of. You also know what you're good at. You also know what you suck at, right? You pretty much have all the answers. The problem is you can't seem to use these answers to get yourself to do the things you want to do. The thing is, our brain has so many different responsibilities and functions, but above all things, the number one thing on this responsibility list for our brain is to keep us alive. The thing that it cares most about is survival, right? So through evolution, we've had many different risks, right? And even though in today's age, we are no longer living with those same threats and those same risks, our brain is always perceiving these risks by anything that makes us feel uncomfortable, anything that could potentially harm us, anything that could potentially make us feel not so good. Your brain doesn't want that. So going out of your comfort zone, taking risks to make your dreams come true, these are things that your brain perceives as threats. Right? If you do this, you won't be happy. If you do this, you're going to feel sad. If you do this, you're going to be hurt, right? So ultimately, the brain is trying to keep you trapped in a comfort zone. When you're comfortable, your brain is saying, you're doing a good job. You're alive. You're surviving, right? And that's not what we want. Ultimately, your dreams, your ambitions, your goals, your happiness lies on the other side of comfort, right? Whatever makes you feel good right now is usually not going to make you feel good later. And whatever is hard to do right now is usually going to pay off in the longer run. All right. So essentially, we must learn how to control our brains rather than our brains controlling us. So one simple example, right? We've all been there before where we tell ourselves, tonight, I'm going to sleep early. Doesn't matter. I'm tired of living this way. I'm tired of feeling this way. Tonight, I will make sure that I go to bed early. And then you end up scrolling on social media for hours and hours and hours. You end up watching a few extra shows and episodes and movies. And before you know it, it's 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and you're back to the exact same place where you were yesterday. Or you tell yourself you want to wake up early and you really feel ambitious and motivated and tomorrow's the new day of the rest of my life. You set your alarm for early in the morning, and as soon as you hear your alarm, you hit snooze and you hit snooze again and you hit snooze again. And you start to make up excuses as to why it's okay. You start to justify to yourself why you shouldn't do the things that you said you knew you wanted to do yesterday night. All right. So, oh, it's too cold. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I deserve it. Oh, I'll just start tomorrow. All of these excuses to keep us in this comfort zone. So this tip and trick that I want to give you is to not allow yourself to hesitate. This is not something that is easy. However, it is simple. Don't negotiate with yourself. The moment you have a creative idea, the moment you have a thought about what you want to do, don't allow yourself to settle into comfort. Don't allow yourself to hesitate and negotiate with yourself. Right away, do that thing. So whenever you put your alarm for the next morning, don't allow yourself to think, right? As soon as that alarm rings, get up. Literally lift your head up off the bed and get up, stand up. The moment you're standing, now you're able to think, and now you're able to take the next step, which is go and wash your face, take a shower, right? I just got out of the shower and I took a cold shower. Taking a cold shower is not something that's fun. It's not comfortable. It doesn't feel good whatsoever. But it does wake me up. It does invigorate every single cell of my body. And even though it has so many health benefits, the number one benefit about cold showers is that you become in control. You know that you're going to go into something that is extremely uncomfortable, something that does not make you feel good, and yet you still force yourself to do it. And once you walk away from that, you feel more proud of yourself. You feel more confident in yourself. And most importantly, you feel more confident in your ability to deal with uncomfortable feelings. So imagine starting your day off this way. You start off by waking yourself up early at a time that is earlier than you normally would wake up. And instead of thinking about it, instead of justifying to yourself why you should start tomorrow, why you should stay in bed a little bit longer, just 20 minutes, just 30 minutes, just 10 minutes to the snooze button, then you're back to square one. So you just snap out of bed. Now imagine following that up with a cold shower that makes you feel so uncomfortable. You just got out from a dry, warm bed, and now you're jumping into a cold shower that's going to make you freeze, that's going to make you shiver, that's going to wake you up in a way that's kind of rude and not so fun. However, once you do that, you will feel like you've accomplished something, even if it's something so small. And that feeling of accomplishment will give your brain more dopamine. It will give your brain more satisfaction. And most importantly, it's kind of like telling a dog, hey, I am the boss. Right? And your brain is just like a dog, it's just like a monkey trying to do whatever the heck it wants to do at all times. And by forcing yourself to be in control, you are rewiring your brain to listen to you versus the other way around. Again, you are not here to serve your brain. Your brain is here to serve you. And I want you to know that your brain is way more powerful than the most powerful computer in the world. Your brain is capable of so many things that you could never even imagine. I myself, for example, have been knowing that I've wanted to do YouTube for years and years and years. It's been maybe 4 or 5 years that I've known that I want to do YouTube. I've known that I have a gift and that I enjoy using this gift, which is to articulate and try to help people on their journey and speak and use my voice in a way that's powerful, that can encourage change, that can force people to dig deeper within themselves and help them, and most importantly, help myself. And this is fulfilling to me. Even though I knew that this was my dream, even though I knew that this is what would make me happy, I waited 4 to 5 years before getting on YouTube. And now I started YouTube and it was a couple weeks. I posted a few different videos, but I got comfortable again because I allowed myself to negotiate with myself. I'm too busy. I'll start when I'm more ready. I'll start when I have the right equipment. I'll start when I have whatever it is the excuse is. I'm literally recording in an empty apartment. I'm sitting on the floor. I don't have any equipment. I'm not doing any fancy editing because I don't know any better. I'm just putting things out there to stop having excuses, to stop allowing my brain to take control over me and my desires and my dreams. I am forcing myself to be uncomfortable so that I can learn to get comfortable. The uncomfortableness is there for a reason so that you can go and seek comfort. Right. So again, to recapitulate, to retake this and summarize this, the number one tip is to not hesitate. It usually takes between 5 to 10 seconds of a thought settling in. Right. So you say, I want to eat healthy. And then you go to the store, even though you're determined to eat healthy and diet and eat fruits and vegetables and things that are going to give you life and energy. The moment you're at the grocery store, it just takes you looking at cookies, looking at soda, looking at ice cream and things that taste good and look good and that your brain knows, wow, this makes me feel comfortable. This makes me feel happy. And you start to justify yourself. All right, I'll just buy it with this time. Oh, I'll just buy it this last time. Okay, I'll buy it, but I won't eat it. I'll just leave it at home. And the moment it's home, you start eating all of it and you're back to square one, right? So don't negotiate. You go past the store, right? You're in the store. You see these things that taste good, that make you feel good, but you know that ultimately what you want is to be healthier. So don't negotiate with yourself. Within those 5-10 seconds of looking at that, right away, don't hesitate. Turn away. Keep going, right? Stay in the direction and learn how to focus in the direction of where you want to go versus allowing yourself to open up to many different directions. The moment you allow your mind to settle in and open up, your mind will come up with all these things that sound so amazing as to why you shouldn't do the thing that you said you were going to do. You are literally one step away from having the life you want to have, one step away from having the relationship you want to have, one step away from having the job you want to have, one step away from your dreams, one step away from being who you are meant to be. But you're also one step away from being the total opposite of that, from not being happy, from not having the job you want to have, from being poor, from not having the relationships you want to have. It's all up to that step, and you ultimately choose that step. Everything is a decision. Nobody's doing anything to you. You cannot choose how to control everything and everybody around you. You cannot choose to control your feelings. Maybe you can meditate, maybe you can pray, maybe you can learn how to become a monk and control your feelings to some extent. But ultimately, you can't really do that because we live in a world where we have relationships and kids and parents and jobs and coworkers, and we cannot control all of these things. The only thing you can control is what you choose, what you decide, how you react, and how you act. And so I'm encouraging you to be more proactive and less reactive. It's a very, very big difference. Reactive is saying, okay, this is what life is presenting to me. Let me react the way that I know how to react, which usually isn't good, because if you keep doing the same things you've always done, you will keep getting the same results you've always gotten. So being proactive is saying, it doesn't matter what's going on out there in the world. I know what I feel inside, and I'm going to act accordingly based on that. Right? Successful people don't say yes to everything. They learn how to say no to most things, because if something is not serving you, if something is not helping you, if something is not taking you forward, then it's naturally taking you backwards. It's naturally pulling you back. It's naturally holding you to a level of comfort. So be strong enough, be courageous. Being rich takes courage. Being happy takes courage. Being fulfilled takes courage. Making a difference in this world takes courage. And in this soft life, in this life of mediocrity, in this life of social media, and in this life of reality TV, in this life of just comfort, are you courageous? Are you courageous to go after your dreams? Is just there one person out of you? Is there one of you out there who is courageous enough to take the right steps? You don't need to know what A to Z is. You don't need to know how to go from A to Z. You just need to take that step from A to B. And when you take that step from A to B, you will eventually learn what C is and be able to go from B to C, and so on and so forth. Anyways, if you find this video valuable, please like it and please share it with somebody who you think this can help. And ultimately, as always, I'm sending you love and peace.